begin in the late 1700s, a time of great upheaval not just in France but across Europe. The old world was crumbling, ancient regimes were toppling, and the winds of change were sweeping across the continent. In France, the people were rising, their voices echoing through the streets of Paris, calling out for liberty, equality, fraternity. This was the French Revolution, a period of radical social and political upheaval that forever transformed the face of Europe. In the midst of this turmoil, a new figure was emerging from the shadows of the battlefield. A young military officer, barely in his 20s, was rapidly climbing the ranks, proving himself through a series of impressive victories. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte, a name that would soon become synonymous with power, ambition, and a relentless will to conquer. Amidst this chaos, a young man named Napoleon Bonaparte began to make his mark. Napoleon's military genius quickly propelled him to power. Born to a minor noble family on the island of Corsica, Napoleon Bonaparte would rise to become one of history's most influential figures. His first taste of victory came during the French Revolution, where he showcased his keen, tactical mind, helping to defend the revolutionaries against royalist forces at the siege of Toulon. His success earned him the admiration of the revolutionaries and catapulted him into the political arena. This marked the beginning of a meteoric rise to power. Napoleon's strategic brilliance was undeniable. His military campaigns across Europe, often against overwhelming odds, saw him emerge victorious time and time again. His victories not only expanded France's territories, but also spread the revolutionary ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. In 1804, his ambition reached its zenith when he crowned himself Emperor of the French, cementing his position as one of the most powerful men in Europe. With an iron fist and a strategic mind, Napoleon had transformed the political landscape of Europe. But the heights of power often come with a steep fall. This adage held true for Napoleon, one of history's most formidable conquerors. The first blow to his reign was the disastrous Russian campaign of 1812. Napoleon, in his hubris, underestimated the harsh Russian winter and the resilience of the Russian people. His Grande Armée, once numbering in the hundreds of thousands, was reduced to a mere fraction. This marked the beginning of the end for Napoleon. In 1814, pressured by his generals and political elite, Napoleon was forced to abdicate his throne and was exiled to the island of Elba. However, the ever-defiant Napoleon escaped and returned to power for a brief period known as the 100 Days. But this resurgence was short-lived. At the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, Napoleon's forces were decisively defeated by a coalition of British and Prussian troops. In 1815, Napoleon met his final defeat at Waterloo, marking the end of his reign. Napoleon's influence, however, extended far beyond his lifetime. This man, the Corsican-born conqueror, left behind an enduring legacy that has shaped the world as we know it today. Firstly, let's delve into the realm of military strategy. Napoleon was a master of the battlefield, his innovative tactics still studied in military academies around the world. His use of massed artillery, flexible infantry formations, and the strategic use of terrain were groundbreaking for their time. His ability to rapidly mobilize large armies and his emphasis on speed and surprise made him one of the most successful military leaders in history. Next, we turn our attention to the Napoleonic Code, one of his most enduring legacies. This comprehensive set of civil laws introduced in the early 19th century profoundly influenced the legal systems of more than 40 nations. It established clear laws concerning property, colonial affairs, and individual rights, replacing the patchwork of feudal laws that preceded it. The Napoleonic Code is a testament to Napoleon's desire to create a modern, rational state. However, Napoleon's legacy is not without controversy. His rule was marked by ruthless ambition, and his wars caused the death of millions. His dictatorship suppressed civil liberties and led to widespread corruption. Yet his influence on the rise of nationalism cannot be overlooked. He fostered the idea of a nation united by common language, culture, and history, rather than by royal lineage or territorial boundaries. In the final analysis, Napoleon Bonaparte was more than just a military genius or a power-hungry ruler. He was a man who dared to dream big and had the courage to pursue those dreams. He reshaped the world, leaving a legacy that still influences our society, politics, and culture. Even today, Napoleon Bonaparte remains a figure of fascination, his legacy a testament to a life of ambition, power, and an indomitable will to shape the world.